Colds, chickenpox, measles, mumps, HIV, and the flu all have something in common. They are caused by non-living organic matter and do not have a cure. Viruses are the cause of millions of cases of illness and death throughout the world. In the following speech, I will tell you all you ever wanted to know about viruses. First, I will tell you what viruses are and what they are made of. Next, I will tell you why there is no real cure for viral infections. Lastly, I will tell you about the Draco antiviral invention and the future of antiviral medication. I will begin by telling you what a virus is and what it is made of. Viruses are non-living organic matter. They do not have any way to produce energy, do not have any metabolic processes, and cannot survive without a host cell. The only way viruses can survive and reproduce is infect healthy cells of a living organism. Viruses are simply composed of two main parts, nucleic acid and a protein coat. Occasionally, viruses will also have an envelope, but not all viruses have one. The nucleic acid within the virus is either deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, or ribonucleic acid, RNA. The DNA and RNA strands that are present within the virus can either be single-stranded or double-stranded. The virus cannot, however, be composed of more than one subset. For example, a virus cannot contain double-stranded DNA and single-stranded RNA. It will only have one nucleic acid. The RNA and DNA is the core of the virus, and it holds all of the genetic information for the virus and its survival in the host cell. The protein coat is referred to as the capsid. The protein coat is the protective covering of the nucleic acid to prevent any potential damage. The envelope, if present, is a lipid membrane that covers the protein coat. The envelope is sometimes made from the virus's host cell's membrane, but not always. The envelope can also aid the virus in attaching to a host cell due to the proteins present on the host cell surface. Now that you know the basic structure of a virus, I will tell you why there is no real cure for a viral infection. Viral infections are hard to treat due to their composition. If a prescription was developed to target the destruction of viruses, the prescription would target lipid membranes, proteins, and nucleic acid. There is a huge problem with this. These are also the components of our human cells. If we destroy these viruses, we have a high chance of causing more harm to our body than the virus itself would. The second reason viruses are difficult to cure is because they are constantly mutating. As the viruses mutate, they become impervious to the drugs or treatments. This is why there are no cures for viral infections. You cannot beat the fast mutations of the virus. A third reason why viral infections are hard to cure is they contain mechanisms for inhibiting cell apoptosis, which is the self-destruction of a cell. The virus knows if the cell dies, they cannot reproduce or survive, so they inhibit the cell's self-destructive mechanisms to ensure continued existence in the host. Now that you have a background in viruses, I will tell you about the newest advance in antiviral medication and the future of antiviral medicines. Although there is no cure for viral infections at the current time, vaccines and protease inhibitors are good for prevention and treatment, respectively. There have been advances in the field of immunology in creating an antiviral cure for viral infections. The newest advance in antiviral medication was developed by the researchers of MIT. They have developed a drug called Draco. Draco stands for double-stranded RNA-activated caspase oligomerizers. Draco works by locating the infected cells by a strand of specific double-stranded RNA that is produced only by virally infected cells. Once the infected cells are located, the cells are programmed to die. When Draco finds the infected cell, the double-stranded RNA binding protein of Draco attaches to the RNA at one end, and the other end of Draco signals the cell apoptosis. These two actions are necessary to fight off a smart virus. As mentioned before, viruses can override a cell's response to undergo apoptosis, so it is crucial that something else can help trigger the specific response to ensure the virus cannot infect any other cells. When Draco was tested against 15 of the most common viruses, it managed to effectively work in all 15 cases and cure the infection. According to the research that has already been done in medical trials, Draco has proven to not be harmful to the infected host and also successfully rid the host of the virus. Medical trials continue to give promising results for curing viral infections. Future advancement in antiviral medication will continue to improve as time goes by. Draco is a large step forward, and it provides other researchers with a basis of where to start on new research. Everything in medicine and science builds off other information, and the antiviral medication is no different. With more researchers working on antiviral drugs, it is probably only a matter of a few years before there's a successful cure for viral infections. In this speech, I have told you what viruses are, what they are composed of, and why there is no real cure for viral infections at the present moment. I have also told you about the Draco antiviral drug and the future of antiviral medications. Within the near future, there will hopefully be a cure for the common cold, HIV, and influenza, and we can save the lives of those infected and prevent unnecessary deaths.